So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna... You need ice cream?
No, whipped cream.
Morning, welcome back to the channel. If you got here accidentally, please hit like before you go. So today we're out here. We've got a lot of sunflowers. I don't know if you can see them down here. This is all sunflowers, okay? There's a boatload more in the backyard. And what we're gonna do is we're basically gonna dig them up. We're gonna pull them up, one or the other. And then we're gonna plant them along the fence line to kind of create a summertime privacy border between us and our neighbors who tend to be extremely obnoxious. Come along. All right, so right now I'm up here in the driveway. This is where we're actually going to plant the sunflowers. The neighbor's fence, if you want to call them neighbors, is right behind the camera. I'm going to come 4 foot off of the fence. I've got a string line. We're going to dig that up, and this is where the sunflowers will be planted. Now, before we can plant, I've also got to go through here and dig out all of these oak trees. There's quite a few of them. There's another one here. There's several more you can see down through there. And the reason we need to move those is our power lines are right here. Now, a couple years ago when I bought the place, I had gone through and cleared all of this area to put this fence in, because this was originally, I think it was 1,200 acres, all one big piece. Then I went through, cleared this out in order to put my property, or to mark the property line, have the power put into our place. These people behind me, they hadn't even owned their place yet. Since we've bought this and worked at our pace, they've built a house, a building, another building, another building. Anyway, there are now 9 buildings over there. At one point, they had 13 head of cattle, excuse me, and they were going to raise them for beef. The only problem is they bought roping steers and they didn't have a clue what they were doing. So through the course of time, after they found out they were roping steers, they wound up chasing them down on their side by side, shooting them, and then butchering them. They then bought horses, and at one point they had like 8 horses. Now I think they have 5 or 6. I think they're down a couple, and they've added donkey, which is fine. I mean, I like donkey. I don't have a problem with that. They also have roughly about 15 to 20 sheep, okay? The problem is they're on less than 10 acres, and because of the amount of livestock they have in this one little pasture here, which is about half of that 10 acres, which is 5 acres, there's not really enough room for all of their animals. Now, the other problem is they're constantly out here riding up and down the pasture on 4-wheelers and stuff, and it's disturbing our mules, it's disturbing our dogs. Neighbors are neighbors, okay? I mean, you're gonna have neighbors, okay? Just be courteous of other people. The biggest problem is our house is roughly 120 feet off the property line, okay? I wanted it back here in the corner. They ride their 4-wheelers down and they'll stop at our house and shine their lights in our windows. I'm sorry, but that's bullshit. So today we're planting some sunflowers through here. Because of the power lines, we can't plant trees or any kind of hedgerow or anything like that that's going to be a permanent evergreen fixture. But they're out here more during the summer than they are during the fall and winter. So basically we're just trying to eliminate or create a little privacy the easiest way we can. We can't mow right now because of all the rain that we've had, but the rain we've had has also made the sunflowers just burst out, right? And we've probably got, I'm gonna estimate, about 250 plants or more. So I don't want to mow those over. Perfect thing is to move them over here. There's full sun over here 24 hours, well, not 24 hours a day, obviously. From sun up to sunset, this area gets sun. So the sunflowers will do really good over here. It's a sandy soil. It's well drained because it is on a slope. But that will also, in a way, help keep some of the moisture out of our driveway, because the roots will soak up some more. Anyway, let's get to planting. Unfortunately, I have absolutely no idea how much of that you did or didn't catch. I started digging trees, I get up here and I find out that the wind blew the camera over. Such is life. Looks like Amanda's coming. She is the dog whisperer. And I wish our dogs knew how to whisper instead of just yap all the time. But such is life. In a previous video, I said that we were probably going to be getting a duck pond, but we didn't get a duck pond. Instead, we got geese. And there's a goose. Look at this, silly goose. All right, put him in there. Quit all being all mean and trying to like squeeze him to death. You're hurting him. You're hurting him. All right. She's been sitting on the nest for a while. See if we can get her. And we still don't have anything hatched out yet. But she's gone broody. Hopefully before too long we can kind of replenish some of the chickens that we lost when my son's dog got into the chicken run and killed most of them. We went from 35 hens down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we went from 35 down to 8. But luckily we've only got 3 roosters left. That's not bad. But like I said, hopefully we hatch some more out back there. Kind of increase our numbers. I'm just going to go ahead and apologize for the wind now. I know there's a lot of it, and hopefully y'all can hear me. I don't have a microphone or anything like that, so I'm just using what's on the camera. Hopefully it ain't too bad. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to... You eating ice cream?
No, whipped cream.
So once Amanda finishes her whipped cream, as you can see here, this is the driveway. Over here, I know it's focusing on my hand right now. The height of it over here where the wheelbarrow is and the height over here, that's what the driveway used to be. From this shot, you can't really see a whole lot, but we get down here, you can kind of see how much erosion has happened in the driveway. Every time it rains, it just washes more and more away because this is all downhill. So what we've done, we've gone through and we've cleared out an area right back here. We've set some T-posts along. This is going to be the back side of the ditch. This, think you can make it out maybe down through there. There's a white line there. Another one right here on the edge of the grass. And then the other one is actually out here where they're driving right now. We're going to go through, cut a 4-foot wide ditch through there. That way all of the water coming off of this little bit of a hillside hit that ditch and go down into the pond instead of trying to go down the driveway, washing away the area where we park. See, Amanda thinks she's being funny. She's gonna try and record me recording her. Look, that's high quality television right there. But anyways, what we got? Now we have everything marked off here. Yes, I left this tree. That's gonna be right on the edge of where our ditch is, and our ditch is gonna slope. It's just gonna be kind of a belly here. And it runs right into a natural depression right there, which is part of what will become a pond. Be a small pond. But what we're going to do is we're going to take all this water that runs off this hill, runs down our driveway. We're going to ditch it off on this side so that it comes down through here. So unless you want to see a guy moving a whole lot of dirt with a shovel and a wheelbarrow, y'all have a nice day. Rest of y'all, continue watching. All right, so basic concept, we're just digging down this middle line, 1 shovel deep, 1 shovel wide for right now. Later I'll come back on this side, widen this out, widen that out. It'll give me roughly 2 foot wide, 1 foot on each side, and then I'll slope down into it. Now the dirt that we're pulling out, we're gonna put in here to fill the driveway. And one thing is we're gonna have to pack it in. There's a lot of clay in this, but there's a lot of sand also. So we gotta pack it in. I don't have a plate compactor, but I do have a Jeep with some pretty wide, smooth type tires on it. So we're going to use it, drive over the dirt. It'll pack it down some, put a little bit more on top of it, pack it down, a little more on top, pack it down. You don't want to put a whole lot down all at one time and then try and pack it down all at once. If you do that, it'll just sink, it'll get all squishy, and it's pretty nasty. There's already a lot of water still in this because it rained for like a week straight now. This is only, well, this is the first full day that the sun's been out. Yesterday it come out for a little bit, but we're going to pack this here down with the Jeep and keep on rocking. All right, so as you can see, had Amanda take my Jeep, drive over it, pack it in some. And if you could tell how much that was kind of squishing around, that's just how much moisture is in the soil right now. So it's never going to pack all the way right now, but having it that way, if we do get a shower, it's not supposed to rain for like
week.
6 days or so. I think next Friday is the earliest chance of rain. This is obviously Saturday. Tomorrow's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. So with as much sun as we're going to have and as hot as it's going to be later on in the week, it's going to be up in the 90s, which is amazing. This stuff will dry out. Us driving over it, we'll get it packed in the rest of the way. So what we're going to do right now is, I think maybe I'm going to grab some water real quick. I don't know what she's going to do. You still got Bulba?
No. I mean, I do, but I can't no more. I'm full off of it.
See, she admitted it. She's a fool. Anyway, so I'm going to grab some water, and then we'll probably kick a time lapse of me digging the rest of it or something like that. So if y'all want to hang around, hang around. If you don't, see you on the next one. And just because we was over here, my buddy want to say hi. Say hi. He said hi, Doc. Huh? Yes, sir. Give me the music. See, this is his dad. If you ever have mules, scratch the inside of the ears. I'm telling you. That's how you become the mule whisperer. Yeah. So good boy, huh? Yeah, all I can say is, who needs a tractor and the blocks blade when you got a shovel and a wheelbarrow? And now we roll it out. Now, is it perfect? Absolutely not. But you can see there's already water running down it that is trapped in the dirt because there's so much rain and the water's just so, or the ground is just so saturated. Now I realize that anybody can do what I do. You don't have to have a tractor and a box blade and a dump truck, and well, those things help. Wheelbarrow and a couple shovels and some wide Jeep tires tend to work just fine. Beautiful day. We stay out here digging ditches. Almost done. Hey, well, you're not doing anything. Never mind. here's the final product after all the digging and all the widening. Roughly 3.5 to 4 foot wide, all the way down the driveway. Connecting into the first one that I dug, right there. So, after all that, laughing about, we're gonna go in, take a shower, get some food, and just not do anything the rest of the evening. I hope. Y'all have a good night. Alright, so everything you just watched took place over a week. It did rain last night. It rained pretty heavy, and the ditch worked just fine. The driveway did not wash out any, and the ditch did put the water where we wanted it. So, all in all, success. You gonna say anything?